Good morning, listeners. Today is Friday, July 12th, 2019, TGIF. This is the Morning 4 podcast, and I'm your host, Katie Parsons. Thanks for joining me this morning and every weekday morning to get your daily dose of positivity and positive intent before you go into whatever you're up to today or any day that you listen. If you love this podcast, be sure to share it on social. You can share it on Facebook, Instagram, give it a thumbs up on YouTube, post the links on any of your social media channels, email them, however you can get the word out. I much appreciate it. And if you're able to leave a review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you listen, that would also be great. So without further ado, let's get started on today's podcast.
Number 1.
Okay, it's Friday, and my house is buzzing with excitement over Shrek the Musical Junior that takes place locally here on Sunday in the Melbourne, Florida area. 3 of my girls are in it, and they're playing a variety of roles, so Shrek has been a pretty constant theme around here for the past 6 weeks of rehearsal. So I decided to dedicate the first segment of the podcast each day this week to some Shrek Trivia. Today's has to do with the inspiration behind the film. The original character of Shrek did not appear on screen, but he was part of a picture book written in 1990 by prolific cartoonist William Steig, who was 82 when he wrote it. He was popular for working for the New Yorker, so a lot of people knew his name before he wrote the book. Steig passed away 2 years after Shrek the movie was released, so he was able to see his snarky, different kind of hero character come to life on the big screen. Have you had fun with these Shrek facts this week? Check out the link in today's show notes to read even more interesting information on the character, film, pop culture trivia surrounding the beloved ogre. And to my girls, break a leg this weekend.
Number 2.
This next segment is less of geography trivia and more of a travel tip, especially if you love haunted houses and things along those lines. If you're ever in San Jose, California, and want to see something a little erratic, make time to visit the Winchester Mystery House. When Sarah Winchester lost both her husband and her child, she went to see a psychic who told her that she needed to add on to her home according to the wishes of the spirits to appease them. Now, Sarah has a lot of money. She's from the Winchester, the firearms company. She's the heir to that fortune. So from 1886 until her death in 1912, she listened to those spirits and she did exactly what they told her to do to the home that now has 160 rooms, 10,000 windows, 2,000 doors, 6 kitchens, 47 fireplaces, and 47 staircases. And you can actually visit it because, nobody is going to live in this house, but people do like to go check it out because it's just so quirky. You may not want to you may have to actually set aside more than a day to check it out, though. That sounds like a lot to do in one day. And so that's the Winchester Mystery House. Check it out if you're going to be in San Jose.
Number 3.
Today's feel-good news story is sourced from South Coast Today. 4 Oklahoma teenagers are being praised for their quick thinking and bravery that saved a local 90-year-old woman from a house fire. Dylan Wick, Seth Bird, Nick Bird, and Wyatt Hall were hanging out last month when they noticed the smell of burning rubber, and they saw flames coming from an elderly neighbor's house. The teens, all high school football players between 14 and 17 years old, sprang into action. 2 broke into the house, the other 2 called 911 and alerted other neighbors. 90-year-old Catherine Ritchie was inside, and though she's able to get around and she's pretty strong, the sudden onset of the smoke had made it hard for her to find her way out of the burning house. So the young men found her and brought her to safety. Now, Ritchie, the woman from the home, has 10 children and 42 grandchildren, so you can just imagine the amount of gratitude that these young men have received. That family wrote a blog post, and in it they said, "Kids who are told about all the things they aren't old enough to do saved the life of the most precious and beloved woman we know." Congrats to them. That was some serious bravery, and those 10 children and 42 grandchildren and the rest of us are very appreciative.
Number 4.
So let's go ahead and get started with today's affirmation. Take it with you through the weekend, and hopefully it'll help you get through till Monday. Repeat after me. I am lovable. I control how I feel. Today, I will shut out anything making me feel less than my best. I hope you take that affirmation to heart and that it makes you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you back here again Monday morning.